Hello and welcome back to the Motorhome Review channel. Jules and I are back out in the Coachman Travel Master and we have arrived at Stratford Parks, which is Stratford-upon-Avon in Warwickshire. And I think this site is absolutely fantastic for motorhome and campervan owners because you can literally park up and go and explore the area on foot. What I'm going to do first of all is show you around the campsite, tell you a bit more about it. Then we're going to get on the water taxi, head off down the River Avon into Stratford-upon-Avon, have a look around there and then come back to the site. There's also on site a fabulous restaurant and a bar, so you can get food on site. It's incredibly dog friendly. I'll show you all those bits and pieces as we go along. So as usual, I'll grab my bag and we'll make a start. Now, this park, in terms of what they've got, they obviously have the touring field. They have 70 pitches, which are grass with hard standing. There is a motorhome service point. We'll go and have a look at that. They've also got static caravans that you can rent as well. So if you're coming with family who haven't got their own touring unit, they can join you as well. Price point, so for our grass pitch with electric, I have paid £42 for the night. There are some pitches right on the Riverside, which is where I'd hoped to be able to book, but I left it a bit late and somebody else got in there first. They are £52 a night and they're literally right on the river frontage. So that's something to think about. If you want a premium pitch on the river, book well in advance, don't do what I did. Right, I'll lock up the Travel Master and then we'll venture up. We'll make a start up at the reception area, which is where we came in. We'll have a look at the facilities and then we'll make our way to the river taxi. So when you arrive, we drove through Stratford-upon-Avon and I'd say do not worry if you've got a big unit, no issues getting into this park. It's all straightforward, good sized roads. When you arrive, you'll come in past the lovely water feature here and then park over to the left. There's a sign, so you'll follow the directions there and then head over into the reception area. You go into reception, check in, you get given a pack. I had a really friendly welcome, got given my pack, and then you get told to trundle a little bit further down where one of the site team comes to show you to your pitch. So I pulled down there and then Tony came on his golf buggy and showed me where our pitch was. So that is what happens when you arrive. Obviously, if you've got any questions, you can come back up to reception. They've got some bikes outside. I presume you might be able to hire those as well. But you can do paddle boarding as well. That's down at the Riverside where we'll be heading next. So there's plenty of stuff to do here. In terms of public transport, you can get the river taxi, which we're going to do, and I'll tell you about that soon. But if you just walk back up to the road, which is literally a minute there, there's 2 bus stops there, so you can get a bus to Stratford and further afield. So this is why I'm saying this is great for motorhomers. Leave your motorhome on your pitch and everything is within walking distance. There's also a Chinese restaurant as well, just back out on the road, a little walk away, and I'm sure you can get food delivered to site as well. Food's always important, as you know. I'm going to head into Stratford next and definitely find something to eat. So this is our reception area, head off to the touring field. Let's go down to the facility block next and have a look at the motorhome service point and the facilities. Come on, back the way we came. There's one large facility block for the 70 pitches and that's here. So to the side of the facility block, you'll find the bin point. There is recycling here and general waste. Then we move along the block. So there is a disabled facility here. It's accessible. See the ramp up to it. You will need a radar key to access that. Then there's a washing up facility as well. And there's also a board that shows you what you might see here on the park. The different animals. I'll just have a little look myself. Oh, there's fish as well. There is fishing available on site during the fishing season. Anyone that's staying here can fish, so you can do fishing. Shows you the ones you have. And they do have wheelchair access to riverfront and the jetty as well, so it is accessible fishing. And then a number of birds, and then all the animals, and obviously some insects and trees. So that's quite useful to know. And then coming down, we have first of all our ladies facility. Now, in terms of cleaning, they don't close the facilities for cleaning, but be aware they do have male members of staff that clean. So there's the ladies facility. And then continuing down, we then have the gents facility, that's next. And next to there's also a defibrillator. So if you do need to use that, that's situated on the wall there. And then from the gents, we continue round. Now, what you'll find here is a small information point, and then we come round to the motorhome service point. So when you arrive, I've already told you that it'll be shown by the site team to your pitch. So You'll drive in, and then the great thing about here at Stratford Parks is they have got a hose pipe already attached, so you don't have to get yours out and then rush and do it all before you go to your pitch. So you can either drive in nose first or reverse in, depending on what side your water point's at. So you already have the hose, and then you do have the grey waste dump here. So a really good motorhome service point, really good size as well. Obviously we're long, we had no issues. And then for the touring field, there's a chemical disposal point as well, the Elson point. If you've got an aqua roll, you can either fill it here, or there is the odd tap I've seen around the park. I don't know exactly where they are, but I have seen one over there nearer where we are. So that's the facility block. Let's fire off now and get down to the Riverside bar and pub. I'll show you that, and head off to the boat. So the touring field is literally here. The Travel Master's just on that row there. To get to the restaurant and bar area, you simply have to head towards the Riverside venue, and it's that large building there. So this was installed, I believe it could have been 10 or 15 years ago, at quite a huge cost. It's absolutely a phenomenal building. And in here, there's the Riverside restaurant. I believe that at the moment is only open on weekends. And then there's the Muddy Oar Bar. Now that serves food as well. We went there last night. That's open throughout the week on an evening. In summertime, I guess the hours do change. So obviously check the time of year you're coming. They've got a really good menu. And Jules last night had a pizza, and I had fish and chips, and we were joined by some of our friends who actually have a holiday home here, so it was nice to catch up with them. So that's a fabulous venue, and it's dog friendly. I don't believe the restaurant is, but the bar where you can get food and drink, it is dog friendly. There's also an excellent outdoor seating area, so if it is warm weather like we're having at the moment, you can sit out and enjoy that as well. Now also here, there's a very small children's playground, which is just over to the right hand side of Riverside. So if you are coming with children, you've got that facility as well. The River Taxi. Now this is where we're going to find the River Taxi. It's situated behind the Riverside facility. So we're going to carry on walking through to the River Avon, where we're going to get the taxi. So literally it's just through here, so it's about another minute's walk, and we'll find out a few more details once we get there. So yeah, River Taxi awaits. So this is the River Taxi. Now it operates from the 1st of April to the 31st of October. It's cash only. It's £3 each way per adult, and they will take well-behaved dogs. I believe they're £1. We nearly missed the taxi, but this gentleman spotted us and very kindly has turned his boat about so we can get on it and head off down to Stratford. So this is where you're going to get the boat from, literally just right at the back of the Riverside facility. So let's dive on it, head off down water and end up in Stratford. So we've come down the river probably took a good 20 minutes. Absolutely fabulous. There's lots of little fish in the river. There was ducks all about. Really, really peaceful and quiet. So yeah, £3 each way. So it drops us on this side of the river here. He's just heading back now. We're opposite, I believe this is the theatre over here. So this is obviously William Shakespeare country. If you're here for a bit of the cultural experience, Jules and I are more here for a bit of the food experience. But that's where you're going to be. So this is where you're going to get the boat back. What we're going to do now is there's a bridge. You can just see the bridge over the River Avon there. So we're going to walk up here and we're going to head over, and then Stratford itself, we're going to head over there across the water. When you get here though, there's a couple of things you can do at this side of the water. So first of all, there's the massive wheel there. I don't know the times of when this is in operation. It's not working at the moment, but there's a big wheel. And on this side as well, if you actually don't cross over, if you walk off in that direction, there's a butterfly farm, an indoor butterfly farm. I love stuff like that. I had a look at that. You can book tickets online. It's literally a couple of minutes walk down that in that direction. I believe it's about £11 per adult for the butterfly farm. So that's something I'd be doing if I was here a little bit longer. I'd also want to go on the wheel. You can as well take longer canal or riverboat trips. They run from this area here. So again, do a bit of research and find out what you want to do. But absolutely fabulous Riverside location. So I'm going to just enjoy this for a little bit, have a look around and get my bearings, and then we'll head over and venture across the road and see what awaits us in Stratford. That was absolutely fabulous. I've never been to Stratford before, and I'll be honest, I thought, yeah, William Shakespeare, and I'll have a wander around, fabulous. But oh wow, this place is 100% worth coming. So it's about 28 degrees today. It's warm, we're in the heat wave. It's a Tuesday. We've been into Stratford. It's really busy. There's lots of tourists here, but it's got a really nice feel to it. It feels really safe. We've had a trot round the town centre. We've been in a couple of shops. We saw William Shakespeare's birthplace, although as I always say, they'll tell you anything so you'll pay to go and have a look at something. But yeah, you can go in there. There's a canal, the canal and riverboat tours. There is a canal here. I know I keep saying a canal, there is a canal. And the river, so you can do a boat tour. I saw a price of £11 for half an hour, so obviously if you want to go on a river tour, that's perfectly possible as well. So Jules and I have had a really nice time. We haven't got to do the wheel. I would have liked to have done that, but that's not in operation. But there's plenty of places to get something to eat. There's a nice fish and chip shop as well near the river, so you can get fish and chips. And there's no seagulls to randomly swoop down and steal your food off you, so that's a bonus as well for eating outdoors. Yeah, really, really enjoyed Stratford. I think realistically, you could probably do 3 or 4 days just here in Stratford-upon-Avon itself. So if you're stopping on the campsite for a bit longer, there's loads to do. We're going to go and literally get back on our water taxi back to Stratford Parks. And so I will next see you back on the pitch. And that's it, we're back on the pitch. Got the water taxi back, again £3 back the other way each. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, we've had a really nice time. The plan tonight is, again, we're going to walk down to the bar on site and get some food there again, because it was really nice last night. It's literally a couple of minutes, sit out and enjoy this fabulous weather. So what I'll do, I'll put links in the description to Stratford Parks and anything else I think might be relevant that we've looked at while we've been here, and obviously our coachman travel master. Yeah, we've had a really good time. Definitely recommend this one. £42 a night, yes. A little bit top end, but not as bad as some sites, and I'd definitely say it's worth it because you've got the on-site bar and restaurant, you've got your river taxi here, you can jump on a bus, you can go on your bike from here. And Stratford, that was brilliant. We're going to come back. We've already said we're coming back. I don't know when. I'll look for a slot in the diary and definitely come back, because there's loads more I want to do. I want to do the butterflies, and I want to do a little bit more pottering around in Stratford. So really enjoyed it. Hopefully you've enjoyed. And you've like, oh, you, Jules says he'd like a Riverside pitch, so next time I'll ring a bit earlier and get one of those booked. Hopefully you've enjoyed having a look as well. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.